with impeccable timing. Okay, looks like I might be back. But yeah, guess what? I'm assuming that there should be at least one human being that, well, one hypothetical human being who may or may not be able to receive this message at this point. Perhaps not, but yes. With impeccable timing of me actually attempting to stream this week. My UPS, my uninterruptible, well, big quote unquote in that. Big quote signs in that uninterruptible power supply has, I guess, proven itself to actually be kind of useless for the purpose that I've devoted it to, because freaking power blinked out for 1 second. Apparently it didn't stop, my computer from going out during that 1 second, even though I've literally unplugged the damn thing from the power before, and that didn't shut off the computer, so it's a massive puzzle to me how that works, but let's see. I can resume this in spite of this. But yes, apologies for the bizarre everything. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and try to restart the bot, which is probably gonna go ahead and send another ping thing to my Discord, but what are you gonna do? And also try to restart, I guess I'm gonna start up Steam, let me see. And also take this opportunity to try a little bit of an experiment, and also start off, everything else that I need to restart again because of the stupid brownout here. Such as the chat box, let's see. Where would this be? Here, here, here. Is it even gonna have the same profile loaded, or I'm gonna have to fuck with that too? Steam thinks that I want to buy some Sword Art Online game. I have no idea what that even is, and I see the price tag, and that makes me negative 200 interested in whatever that is. Okay, where's the chat box? Let me see. No, it looks like the chat box is the same, at least. I sure hope this works. Right, so I will take this opportunity, I think, to go into my Steam thing. What happens if I try to start Monster Hunter World at this point? Like, it even downloaded the fucking Elatrion update, like a while ago. Yesterday, I think. But it still wouldn't start. Well, it's doing this thing where it, like, fake starts. It, like, opens up the window, but I've yet to get it to the point where it actually stabilizes and starts the game instead of just, like, crashing out of it. I'm not actually sure if it's... Nope, okay, so now it's starting, so I guess I did have to restart the computer, that's why it was failing. Okay, time to log into Monster Hunter World for like 2 seconds so I can read about Elatrion and get whatever the free jewel is for today, and then we'll actually get back on track with this. Maybe I'll actually try to play the Elatrion thing later today, who knows. For now, let's find out what, well, I can't even see this. I guess I can make this briefly visible. What would it be? Software capture. I'm pretty sure this will work with software capture. I want to believe that this will work with software capture. Let's see. Will it? Is it just going to be incredibly flawed? Specific window or what? Full screen application? Background window with hotkey. I don't know. How do I tell it to capture a full screen application, even though that's not what this is? Okay, any full screen application. That's not what this is, again, but... Okay, it doesn't even work, never mind. That's weird. I genuinely can't explain why software capture doesn't work with fucking Monster Hunter World, but... Okay, I guess we'll use window capture for a little bit. Not even... no, it is kind of fully scaled. Okay, well... Let's find out about this. Due to the impact of the global coronavirus outbreak, well, you saw it here first. It affects Monster Hunter World. And content in this update features limited voice dialogue. Latrion has been added. Frostfang Barriot has been added. I can't wait to not fight that. Limited time event quest, and appears that as a tempered monster. It's probably gonna be just like fucking, what's it called? The Yangaruga that's tempered, which is to say it's not actually tempered, it's or it's not actually a different monster, it's literally just like a, I don't know, tempered version of the same monster, but I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's basically shows up as a different monster in the Hunter's Slug thing, but really it isn't. Yep, okay. Time to start clicking on a few things in the background, since I need to. Or at least I guess I need to. Since everything closed itself. Let's read some more about this. New decor can be placed, new pennants added, you can use the number of screamer pods that you obtain when combining stuff, and charms have been added. Oh boy, there's more reason to grind now. There wasn't enough of that before. Actually, hold on a second, I need to check another thing back here. You know what, yes, while I'm trying to figure this out, let's actually go into the game so I can get this jewel and log back out. Create an online server, because there's no other way to get in the game. Okay. Do that. Okay. Let's get the login bonus. It's... There's a new special assignment, Blazing Black Toilet. There's gotta be the Latrion assignment. And what else have we got? Bitterbug, Drug Jewel +4, Attack Jewel +4. Okay, I guess I didn't miss that one. It's like the huge one that everyone's making a big deal out of, because apparently Attack Jewels are incredibly rare, and Attack Jewel +4 is like a really meta build component thing that you absolutely can't afford not to have, I guess, but that takes care of that game. Let's actually try to get back back on schedule over here. Thank you for bearing with me, whosoever's receiving this message, and let's actually return to our intended programming here. Here we go. Time to move around the window so I can actually see what I'm doing, and let's capture the Morrowind window. There we go. And let's resume our quest. Hopefully with less power cuts this time. I guess I'm gonna have to start obsessively saving or quick saving every 2 seconds in anticipation of that. There we go. Even in death is still there. So to return to the same state that we were in just a second ago. We came over here, we killed a mud crab, which was on that side of the river. I don't know if it's still there, I guess it is, okay. And we got the guard to, like, step away from that one position that he's standing in and stand in the river for some reason. Wonder if this dude was not a guard and like an actual named NPC, if... Oh. Okay, this time he stole my kill again. So, the timeline has been slightly altered. Hold on. That, and... dispose of the corpse. Okay, there we go. Now we can resume our... hold on, let me check the options real quick. Remind me what the actual hotkey is for quick save over here. It's F5, okay. Alright, we have engaged the cruise control. We are auto-running right. Running in big air quotes, but you know what I mean. Let's see. Guess this time we're not gonna consult the instructions quite as gingerly as we did before in the timeline that we just abandoned, but... What we do remember what to do. Don't go this way, we go that way. We're heading east, past the north exit of Seyda Neen, and we are trying to get to Valmora, by which I guess our first stop will have to be in Pelagiad. avoiding to basically do anything on the road because we didn't do anything on the road before. Now boy, time to enjoy some of this ambience. The more apt way of saying it would be ambience or ambiance? I have to wonder about that. I guess ambiance would be a more, like, French-ish way of saying it. I'm thinking about it now. Can you use ambiance in a sentence? Où est l'ambiance? Yeah, I guess that's what it would sound like in French. Does that mean that the suffix ambient would be said ambient? I have to wonder. Is that actually also like a French modism? Oh well. Okay, let me... There we go. Tap F5 very gingerly. We made it back to the same place. Hopefully there's not another like 2-second power cut that's gonna force me to restart my entire computer. Again. Okay, so even harder is that way. We're in the process of reading this very sign, so Balmora is that way, Vivek is that way, and Pelagia is that way. And I guess at this point we don't have too much of a motivation to stray off the path that leads to where we're supposed to go, so let's continue on down the path to Pelagiad and Balmora, I guess. Pelagiad is supposed to be on our right. If I understood this correctly, if we follow the path. And if we stay on the path, we should be able to make it to, oh shit, tell these things, time to, I guess just to a couple of these. Quama Forager, there we go. It's got nothing. This is what happens when I don't pay attention, I guess, but I do see that Lambda has redeemed hydrates. So time for me to take a quick sip of my little thermos thing that I don't know, would you call it a thermos? It's not really like thermally insulated or anything. It's like a big plastic cylinder. Flipped up. I don't know what else I would call it though. But it's filled with a combination of... Well, I guess this is what happens if you sort of idle for a while. Apparently the camera goes into third-person mode and starts rotating around your character. But yes, that cup thermos thing is filled with a combination of the apparently Portuguese iced tea that I got today and a bunch of ice itself, so it's pretty refreshing. How are you? I'm doing quite well. Trying to chill. And try to deal with my horrible sleep cycle that I'm currently afflicted with. And that I'm at least slowly, gradually breaking out of. It's a palpable difference, which I don't think I managed to do too many times in the past. And hello, Akadar. Welcome in. Favorite Elder Scrolls game. Well, this would be pretty much my first Elder Scrolls game. I think I also have like Oblivion somewhere, but I haven't touched that one at all. And well, apparently, and probably not that surprisingly, the one that most people seem to know at this point would be Skyrim, but that one I don't even know on anything, I don't think. Door to Andrano Ancestral Tomb. I wonder. Well, we haven't gotten any kind of intimation that there's gonna be anything of import on there. I'm not quite sure. I do see that there's like some mud crabs along the riverbank down there. I wonder if I should go say hi. Oh, it's raining. I wonder if that means anything. I'm wondering a lot because well, apparently there's some buildings over there. That might be Pelagiad. Who knows? Let me quickly check my notes again. Turn left, northwest. Turn left to the northwest and pass the village of Pelagiad on your right. So we're trying to stick to the north and the west, so I guess, yeah, but sure we would turning left on that fork that we just saw. So we are going the right way. So after we pass Pelagiad, there's a couple other things, but I'm assuming based on these directions that that's Pelagiad over there. Let's go say hi to these mud crabs first, I suppose. see what happens. Let's get the crab meat, I guess. Restore fatigue. It just serves as like generic food at this point. You're also mud crab, yes, yeah, there you go. And I'm pretty sure that this weapon that we took off of the, what's it called, the assassin. I'm pretty sure that's how we got it, at least. I don't think this is like one of the weapons that we have after that. And I'm pretty sure this weapon is doing a way better job of actually landing hits than the previous one did. That we had. The Saber, or whatever it was called. That we actually bought. Oh, there's another, like, cave entrance over there, which seems kind of conspicuously similar aesthetically to the one that we just passed on the road. Well, let's go and say hi to this other mud crab, who's apparently kind of has a drop on us. Oh shit, what? Okay, I thought that I was being attacked from another direction, because I'm pretty sure that I thought I took damage there, while the mud crab wasn't doing any kind of palpable animation. Oh, I don't know. Crashweed. Crash fiber. Things that we can like forage from the road are all very what would you call it? Very light, so you can carry a lot of them. We could keep going in that direction, but let's at least get the readout for this door first. What is here? Cavern door to Manamu. Right, so let me check the map, because I'm pretty sure that apparently we're not able to map this part of the map out, this part of the world out. No, apparently we're here, and there's this. Okay, so apparently Vivek is not very far off. That's Seyda Neen. That's also Seyda Neen below it. Okay, so we're basically in Pelagia territory now, but if we wanted to go to... Vivek, we'd have to go further to the southeast, but I guess we're closer to there now than we were back when we were actually in Seyda Neen, but there's Balmora. And I'm not entirely sure like how the whole map uncovering thing works, because I thought it was just gonna be like, I don't know, wherever I walk it gets uncovered on the map, but maybe not. And I tempt fate by opening this... Oh shit, fuck. Okay, let's not go in there quite yet. Let's keep that in mind, that apparently if we just pop in, there's gonna be somebody that wants us dead immediately. This thing alive, this thing is indeed alive. Let's... Ooh. Let's deal with... I guess a slightly unusually strong mud crab here. So we set out. This one has 2 crab meats. So I guess the enemies do respawn at a pretty regular rate. Right. I am kind of emboldened by this armor that I'm wearing right now, this kind of loadout that I've got, but still not entirely sure if it's a good idea to go charging in there, but... Well, I get the feeling it's not going to be an entirely uncommon experience for us to, like, get immediately charged by some kind of rogue whenever we go in a cave like that. Because it did happen with, you know, that first cave that actually was kind of quest-related. Right outside the first village. Just spam the button. Not entirely sure how this whole, you know, actually landing hits thing is determined, but based on what I've heard, apparently it's not exactly an accident that we're failing so hard at that at this point in the game. It's a quirk of game design, I suppose. From what I'm seeing here too, it might not actually be worth it to do these charge sub-attacks that I keep doing. Marshmallow. Or health. Why don't we try using that actually? Let's see. What happens if I do this? Where's that thing I just picked up? Isk. Guess it must be. Marshmallow. Okay, so I do have a few of these things. Okay, so I have a take, but like immediately take one. Hold on. I have 37 health right now out of 45. What if I take one? And use it on myself, okay. It's me too, 37 still. Is it like a gradual thing? Oh yeah, I guess it must be, because I do see that bar moving. And it went all the way up to 40, so... Let's pop one more. I guess it's not gonna be that rare. Marshmallow has no effect on you, son of a bitch. Okay, I did not account for that. Guess that's something I'm gonna have to get used to in the future. What if I just pop the other two that I've just I have with me right now? Yeah, get once. Marshmallow has no effect on you, son of a bitch. Okay, so it worked once and then it didn't work again. And I basically just threw the rest of it away. Oh well, I guess I cleared out some space in my inventory as a result of that. So let's see. See, like right now noticing a few things about the map, like... I guess this whole region of it wasn't covered, but I'm pretty sure that I got here by following the road up to a point. So I can't stray very far from like where my character's... It's a little strange, but I guess I'm not sure what to expect. So we get another hydrate, so time for me to take another quick gulp. Right, that's the hydration sated for the time being. Take this opportunity to take another quick save. But yeah, I'm not quite sure like why, I'm pretty sure that we started at like somewhere along this path. Like we were moving from here to here actually, so I'm not sure like why this portion of the path is still obscured or why like these parts of the path. And I'm pretty sure that we cut through this way. I'm not sure why those are obscured. I'm a bit of a loss as to how that works, but maybe I'll have to look into that in the future. But well, let's see, here's the path again. Guess this is how we would have ended up approaching if we had stayed on the path, but who does that, honestly? It's for losers. And what are these? Hardly any plants that we come across, or flowers, or flora of any kind. Might have a potential use. Stone flower, restore strength, and apparently this one though, the old candid flower will drain health. Not sure if it's gonna have any other practical use, so I guess we'll leave it alone for now. We know where to find it. Eva can even harder apparently down that road. I guess if we go to the east road instead of the northwest, we end up there probably. Aura and Caldera are in that direction, but here is Pelagiot, so why don't we go ahead and I guess pop into Pelagiot and see what the people here have to say to us. Let's gather information. Sniff. Let's quickly pop another quick save. Heather. What is the property of Heather? It restores personality, okay. I'm not sure if I want any of these attributes at this point, so... And I'm not even entirely sure how it works, just because of the fact that... apparently I ended up wasting some of that herb that was by the river back there, just by trying it out on myself, even though it was supposed to restore health. It worked the first time and then it proceeded to not work again. I'm a bit curious here. I do see there's some money in these boxes, so... What happens if I take the money? Gonna get accused of stealing? Apparently not. Okay. Talk to these people and see what they have to say. Hey, guard. You've been attacked by assassins. Sounds like the work of the Dark Brotherhood. I'm not sure who you are, but stay away from me. I suppose this should be officially reported, though. Speak to Apelles, Matthews, and Ebenhard about this matter. Okay, so whatever that is, we can follow up on that, even though I don't know if we're gonna want to yet. What is the Dark Brotherhood? Scum all of them. If they're after you, you'd better find yourself some help, or right away, or both. And who is Apelles, Matthews? Recently arrived from Cyrodiil. Ebenhard. Well, let's ask about this place. An Imperial Guard. We have garrisons at Fort Pelagiot here in Pelagiot. Did you mention that we're in Pelagiot yet? Orkmoth in Evenheart, Moonmoth in Balmora, Orkmoth in Aldrune, and Darius in Gnosis. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we had this conversation with Imperial Guards before. So the only place I guess that we could actually follow up on this Imperial Guard thing would be in Gnosis, wherever that is. Well, let's move right along. What about Pelagiad, the place we are? There are the roads between Vivek and Seyda Neen, Balmora, and Points North. Okay, so is Points North like a fourth object there? Because otherwise I don't think that sentence works. Sorry, I'm kind of in mission mode because I've been doing this. Like the past week. I'm a little bit confused by what that means exactly, but let's see. Then some veterans took their mustering outpay and built themselves some little farms here, and pretty soon there's a few shops and a trade house. It's a pleasant little village. Well, you'd think you're in Daggerfall or some other high rock town. I always kind of skip Daggerfall and Arena, because I couldn't figure out how to play Arena, and I don't think I've ever even tried to play Daggerfall, but I might have to at some point. Well, let's see. Drop our Guard. Keep the peace. Aluan, Telvanni, guard in their own great house districts. I think all of these are supposed to be like the factions of the Dark Elves, right? Finds in compensation or drag you off to prison if you can't help. Anything else? Join the Imperial Legion rumors. Let's see. The Emperor has repealed the war tax. We've heard nothing official here, but it's about damn time. We haven't had a war in 10 years. Undergo a skill. It's worth paying for a little training just to get you started, but you can teach yourself, but it can be slow and frustrating. Well, sounds like a challenge, though. It sounds like a way to build character. Let's see. If someone attacks you first, you have the right to defend yourself. Okay, so a lot of this is gonna be like repeating, isn't it? There's a boat from Cool to go to Solstheim. Thinking that Solstheim might have to do with one of the other, one of the two like expansion things that's apparently, included in this version of the game. Persuasion. See that? Let's not actually do this yet. Though we do have that as an option. Pelagiad. Okay, so it's the same thing about the town as the other dude. Check out these houses, I guess. Wooden door to Pelagiad, Moberius, Harmavus house, who I'm guessing must be in here, yeah. Otherwise this wouldn't be open.
Something from me?
Sure, let's talk. And let's be very paranoid because we did just, I did just notice that apparently it started raining quite noticeably outside my window. Let's see, little advice. Miles Gloriosus, he's at the Andos Trade House in Margan right now and I proceed to kill off all the monsters sneaking through the ghost fence. It always has time to talk with an admirer. Miles or Miles? I'm kind of wondering about that. What about rumors? The Emperor has repealed the war tax. Talk to everyone, talk is cheap. I'm pretty much not gonna remember any of these unless it's like written out in a journal. I think I'm a warrior by trade. They were long blades of all kinds. They use long blades of many different styles and craftsmanships here in Morrowind. They were medium armor. Various weapon types and armor types. Like any good warrior, my own armor, right? Pelagiad, same description. Services. Let's see. Bestian Ense the Breton. I'm not sure if I'm reading that right. He's a trader, deals in a bit of everything. Lurnil is a high elf and a fair smith. Shabak Graborbug is the smith at Fort Pelagiad. Imperial Cult Shrine is at Fort Pelagiad with a healing altar, and Igfa the healer sells cure potions. Lady of Florogrius, and Anasi are traders. You can find them at the Halfway Tavern. What about someone in particular? And Grail of Volk Helgard is a boss of Fort Pelagiad. What about this Imperial Cult thing? Might actually have to get up a little bit so I can just, at least leave the window ajar a little bit so nothing crazy happens. Let me do that actually. He's trying on the main street, alter there cures disease and poison, and Igfa the healer sells cure potions. We'll check that out probably, but 1 second to look into this. Alright, there we go. I don't think there was a big problem there, but better to be safe, I think. Because the rain can be pretty damn unpredictable, but... Alright, so we learned about apparently quite a lot of things to be found in here relative to the fort and different services. Let's see exactly how many people we're gonna be able to talk to about this house. Who lives here? Address? Navur? Oh, there you are. People are fairly friendly here in Pelagiad. Wouldn't mind answering a few questions. We gotta give you the same exact information about the town as everyone else, though. Real cult. Okay, rumors. How do you think it was that bloated Imperial plutocrats got the charter to exploit the Caldera Ebony deposits and not a native great house? Or a local colonist? Big fat bribes, boy. Looking for work, not much around here, better head to the towns to the north, Balmora and Aldron, and try to Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild, or head for the big city Vivek to the east. I'll have to check out Vivek at some point, but we'll stick to the road for now, kind of stopping along the way like we're doing now. Why is a temple shop said about the Nerevarine prophecy? Is the old gentleman wandering around the Ashlands and staring at the sun, talking to themselves? Big deal. Old Nerevar is coming back to save Morrowind, about time I say. Where was he when the Empire walked in and took over? Let's see, the Ashlanders have a prophecy that one day a reincarnation of the legendary hero Nerevar will unite the Dunmer against the invaders and restore the ancient Dark Elven nation. Which is, I guess, what's going on here. Tribunal Temple says this is a false and profane superstition, and the Ordinators deal mercilessly with those who profess such beliefs. You know, big thunk. That's repeated. And Gorilla Vocal Guard is a boss at Fort Pelagiad. I'm pretty sure this is also oh no, wait. The Lesser Ramothran is the publican. Nobody else important. Someone in jail, you need to look at the fort, of course. Okay. Most of us are outlanders, colonists from the Empire. Adventurers looking for our fortunes, but this person's. Be one of the Dark Elves who's actually kind of... I don't know. Okay, we came in here before. This is the house that we haven't got into yet. Entrance on this side, or is it on the far side? Is it on this side? Dralar's Gilu's house, lot level 30. I was gonna say, there's at least one house over here that I'm pretty sure we saw the entrance of it from the far side. Where are you? Adanja's house. Where are you? Oh, it's a Khajiit. Let's see. People are fairly friendly. Let's see. Oh, it's a trade of Pilgrim. Emperor repealed the war tax. Well-traveled and knowledgeable pilgrim. She works over in the canon offices at the temple. Okay. So we should go check out like the fort itself and the people in the temple, I think. For everyone, pilgrims search for enlightenment and hope to purify my soul through facing and overcoming the challenges of pilgrimages that reenact the tests and trials of gods, saints, and heroes. I guess that makes sense. Fort, High Rock. Breton, someone, Angarail. Okay. Not really finding out anything different. But I guess we know the Khajiit lives there. Need to go in every house now, clearly. Right in Nasi's house, but we can't actually go in there yet. First we go without actually running into the perimeter of the fort. Yeah, why don't we go ahead and examine every single house before we actually go into the fort? Because why wouldn't we? Woodernill's Arms. Okay, so this might be the pub that we've been hearing. What about this house here? Elijah Mervestian NC Trader. Okay, so this is like another public. Let's see. Would help you, stranger. I'm Mervestian NC. Ense? Enkt? People are fairly friendly here in Pelagiad. Okay, what do you sell? Is there gonna be any point in trying to look at that versus what I have right now? I don't know about that. Weapon. So what do I have right now? I have the Iron Saber that I'm pretty sure that I got from the corpse of the assassin. It's 5 to 18. It's got quite a lot of durability. And the value is 24. If anything else here is gonna be worth it. What is there for like long blade spear? I guess we're focusing on long blade. Kind of committed to that. Well, this one's kind of interesting. It's got 21.6 weight, which is not that much more in the grand scheme of things. Two-handed. This one's one-handed. Maybe we'll stick to the other one for now. Saber Longsword is one-handed and it's not as good as this one. See that right away. Yeah. What about apparel? You can buy these shitty common clothes, which I'm pretty sure there's no point to having those except for like selling them off. Reason to believe otherwise. Expensive stuff. Steel staff, shield, gauntlets. 575, it's heavy. 5. Do I have a better one? Like, its armor's actually kind of broken. The grand scheme of things at this point. So we'll stick to what we managed to lift off the dude and also potion stuff. What's like the forbidden one that we have called Flynn? Restore health potion. Didn't forget to like pick a thing back up, did I? Maybe I did. Shit. It's back in that village. Yeah, I might have left some stuff behind that I didn't mean to. You know what? We'll go back for that. But yeah, we won't actually trade for anything right now. I don't think we even like have any junk that we would like to unload at this point. Do you see that he has not a lot of gold in reserve either? He's got like less than the dude in the previous village. Let's see what he knows. Loaded Imperial Plutocrats. We've heard about that. Balmore and Alderon. Fighters Guild Vivek. What is this now? Thinking of traveling, you need to know about Corpus. It's a disease that turns normal creatures into beasts. I think we have heard about that before. And with deceased creatures, it's hard to get Corpus, but hard to get rid of it. I hear there is no cure. Well, I guess we'll see about that. Trader, merchant, Pelagiad, skooma. He's an illegal narcotic substance. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we were carrying skooma and also moon sugar. I don't know if we have it anymore. I guess we probably don't, or else this guy would have refused to. You know, wouldn't have accepted bartering with us. Okay, yeah. Let's just immediately persist to rest. Yeah, just Let's actually reload that. Let's not actually steal shit. I just wanted to, you know, confirm that like a single bad misaimed button press would result in that, and I have confirmed it. Oh, there's an upstairs. Well, I did see this guard dude, but it seems like a generic guard. Probably won't have anything like important to say. Ooh, can I actually sleep in this bed? And like not be... Sleep in this bed and not be arrested. What if I try to steal from this chest that's next to the bed? Will I be immediately targeted for that? The answer is apparently no. Okay, let's see what happens if we try to take more stuff out of the vest. The chest, excuse me, Jesus. Spoiled cure disease poison. Okay, I don't think that'll be that great. That it says it's spoiled. Folded cloth. Like literally just fucking steal some of this furniture or junk items and sell them back to the guy. Like, what about this closet? What's in here? Single common ring. It's gonna be worth the 2 gold that we get from that. The Pilgrim's Path. Okay, that's. Let's see let's see how this book adds to the page average. It's still around 14 pages, but let's do a speed read of this. Shrine of Daring. Sheogorath rebelled against the tribunal. Guessing that some of these regions are actually named after these, like, legendary figures. Scroll of Alm CV Intervention. Well, I can certainly still hear the rain. Ghost Fence, the Shrine of Pride, symbol of the indomitable empire of Alm CV. Probably will have to come back to these books at some point in the future, because I'm like really glossing over stuff that I probably should be paying more attention to, but what are you gonna do? But yeah, I guess that's about it for the trade house. Let's unless we want to start stealing shit and basically get fined or get clubbed to death, which is in our best interest right now. Halfway Tavern. Okay, so there's like 2 different pubs from where I can see. There's that one and there's one that's across the road. Oh, we're in this house, right? Oh, there's Navuya. There's another Dunmer living there. There's a couple of houses down that way, but if I really want to bother without those at this point. Alright, what about this little tower thing? Our tower. Let's see if we can check out the pubs and then maybe see if we'll be allowed into the forge or if that's just not gonna happen. Okay, what if I take something out of this, you know, take this money out of this box that's here? Okay, the rain is getting stronger. That makes me a little bit paranoid that, well, there's a thundercloud coming, you know, for a warning. So a flash, and the rain's certainly hitting harder now. Okay, that actually took a while to hit, so it wasn't nearly as loud as I was expecting it to be, but still. It's interesting that this only happens on the times that I decide to stream about lots of things.
Is there something?
Well, this will only add to the ambience, I'm sure. Ambiance. We were just talking about this. Right, Yaku Mahar. What's her name? Mahar Shishi. Let's pick so good old elf. Let's see. Rogue. That's an interesting thing. Well, apparently not speak so good, but all of these, a lot of these responses are, by the looks of things, gonna be quite generic. Imperial call to rumors. The Emperor repealed the war tax, setting yourself as a mercenary, requesting hero. Not much call for that around here. You'll have to move along. Well, tax you first all the way to defend yourself. It's like, Empire the Masquerade. It's like, yeah, that's humanity. It's my favorite part of humanity, as a matter of fact. Oh no, actually, hold on, let me. So I can see what's going on. Oh baby. I'm a lovable rogue, a silver-tongued devil with a taste for the better things in life. Like light armor and short blades for self-defense, heavy armor and heavy weapons just tire you out, but I train with various different weapon types and armor types. Okay. Wolverine, Ashlanders. We haven't heard about that, have we? People of the wastes, we hunt and herd guar. Live the law and honor of the ancestors, no houses, just yurts. I was a herder, but now I want to become rich like a great trader. I will live in a town, fight, find treasure, get rich, learn to trade. Soul sickness and blight storms. Oh, look at all these new topics. Very bad now in the Ashland, so I came to Pelagia, yet now I live in a big house and work for men who pay gold. Well, there you go. What is this soul sickness? There's bad magic in the dust from Red Mountain. The Sharmat Dagoth Ur sends bad dreams in the dust. We were just reading about Dagoth Ur. People can't sleep, act crazy when the blight storms come, soul sickness comes, both together. I lived in the Ashlands, I got no sleep, had bad dreams, was all the time tired. I'm gonna live here, sleep fine. Well, what are these blight storms? There's bad magic in the dust from Red Mountain. Grass dies, the Kwama and Guar go mad, bite and fight. These are very hard times for the tribes. Some tribes go raiding. Here there is not blight. I live in a big house and get rich and sell like a fat trader. Well, yes, we're gonna be assuming that those are all good things. Alright. We have no travel services, but walking is good exercise. I think that the rest of these are going to be the same, though. These topics. Oh, there we go. Well, we're going to guess in this place we can actually go in a basement. Let's see what's in the basement first. I wonder if we can, like, steal shit from down here. There's a bunch of sacks. Yeah, black lichen. Soul trees. Comberry, Quamacodle, red lichen. Bloat and Hackle leaf. Crab meat. Okay, so before we take anything, what about if I take anything? Is anyone gonna be mad at me? Apparently not, so I can literally just like, I don't know, lift a bunch of shit from this room. Oh, there we go, flame skewer. Two-handed. Because I can steal this is like a spear two-handed, so I'm probably not gonna use it, but I can totally steal it so I can sell it off. And his ways. And spoon. Or not. What about these casks? Apparently we're not allowed to look in the casks anymore. I'm pretty sure the contents of those are probably the most intriguing. Oh, what about this? Amulet of Far Silence. Cast unused silence for 10 seconds on targets. Let's get a weight of 1, so why don't we hold on to that for now? And that's the goblet and the other one. So, just all these things, no one's gonna care, right? Like, yeah, if I go up here, nobody cares, so... What reason have I to, Well, from what we've heard, it might be a good idea to try not to sell those things off to this same person, because, apparently they might be able to recognize it or something. We would rather not risk that, I think. So if we wanted to unload some of the crap that we stole from downstairs, we would have to take it to a different shop in the area. The Lasaranathan Publican. Jesus Christ, the rain is really doing its thing, eh? We have one bit available, it's 10 gold for the rest of the day. Do you want it? No. What about food? We got local ferrets, filling, and price to move. We got local brews, grief, Shane, Maste, and Sujama. You're cheap and full of kick. The the good stuff too behind the counters. Here, Cyrodiilic brandy and flame, but it ain't cheap. What about grief? Native Cumbery brandy is locally called grief. Strong stimulant, but like all intoxicants, it tends to impair physical coordination. Makes you feel real strong, but it makes you clumsy. Okay, what about shame? Impaired judgment, you may gain a lot of endurance, but you won't be very smart. Master. I think that says master, right? Local beer brewed from fermented sultries. Following effect of written judgment, folks are willing to feel dumb and weak-willed as long as they feel really strong. And Sujama. Extremely potent, and indulgence results in elevated spirits and diminished mental faculties. Has a kid like a guar, very strong and just stupid. Well, what about the expensive stuff? Invigorating and stimulating alcoholic beverage, imported and expensive in Morrowind, but it's claimed to have none of the unpleasant side effects of other intoxicants. I hear it fortifies willpower and endurance. I don't know myself. Okay then. What about Flynn? Imported Cyrodiilic whiskey. Stimulating beverage is imported and expensive, but has none of the unpleasant side effects. Sharp boosting strength and willpower is what most people experience, so I guess the cheap stuff is like about the side effects. Well, let's hear about rumors. The war tax, spells when you're tired. Don't fight when you're tired, you'll fail much more often when you're tired. Apparently our fatigue is fine. Let's see. Publican, food to buy, beds. Can give you a little Morrowind lore. Let's read about that. About 50% of Vardenfell inhabitants are Dunmer. The other half are Redguard, Breton, Nord, Altmer, Dunmer, Bosmer, Imperial, Khajiit, Targaryen, and Orc in roughly equal proportion. Well, that's convenient. What about the Nerivar? Yeah, it's so you can buy. I guess we can barter for wine. What happens if we just try to barter? Pretty sure that it's. Well, let me try something. I'm gonna try to sell this person at vignettes, but what happens if we try to sell the same crap that we stole from downstairs? Like this thing. I don't buy that item. Okay. What about the other thing that we stole from downstairs? What was the other thing actually? It was like I don't know, some kind of cup. Disc. Ace? I didn't buy that item yet. I guess he doesn't actually care if we try to sell it off, he just doesn't accept to buy from us. Oh, you're the one who said, how do you do? Well, how do you do? Someone in particular? I don't know. Well, we keep talking about, you know, having to go to the fort itself, but we just insist on talking to everyone else. Visitant priests challenge certain traditional doctrines of the temple. They also criticize abuses of power by the ordinators and accuse the temple leaders of greed and corruption. See, I'd like to imagine that this weird four-train ambience that I'm going to deal with now adds to the game. Clearly it says. When a Nazi sees smooth moves like this, a Nazi thinks at the nearer, no? I will walker. You aren't in the Thieves Guild, perhaps you should be, oh boy. She be blind? She sees her walk and she likes what she sees. It is her profession to see such things as the flow of the body and the grace of the eyes and admire. But Khajiit can see what she wants and not take it. Could a Nazi ask for a gift? Will she steal this thing? Or will he give himself as a gift? Oh boy. I mean, what reason have we not to give this person the gift of friendship? You will come, visit a Nazi often then, tell her things, and ask her things too. Must tell her new friend, the road is upstairs at a secret I know. This might actually be a quest. What do we got? Nazi is a thief, he do not mind why, because Nazi loves secret things. She loves secrets, and when she finds them, she loves to have them. This strange road is upstairs, has a secret, and as you can see so, and as he follows Rordis, and this is how Nazi knows. Rordis sells Maruna's Dagon. His magic belt always has such a pretty belt, but strange writing is in strange letters. Maybe evil, maybe danger, so what are we supposed to steal that belt? Somehow, what about this new friend thing? This is a Nazi special custom with new friends to share. Share a gift, share a care. We'll forgive a Nazi's use of forward, but sharing gifts, sharing cares, that is what friends do. Yes, well that depends. What about this Thieves Guild? Before we do anything else. Would you like to join the Thieves Guild? Why don't we visit the South Wall Corner Club in Balmora? Oh boy. Spend some time there, ask around if people like what they see, maybe you'll learn something. Yeah, probably ought to, actually make it to Balmora for more opportunities. What about this? Share care. This Dustman, bad person. He frightens a Nazi, he comes down a Nazi that there is no more Thieves Guild. There's just Kamona Tong. A Nazi will join Kamona Tong and be protected, otherwise he might get hurt. This Dustman, he looks quiet but very mean. Why don't we express concern but make no commitments? We're kind to listen. Okay, now Nazi is gone. Now hold on. Apparently, well, the actual model disappeared, but like this. This is a little nothing that Nazi finds. A tasty trade and handy. Got a potion of feather has been added to our inventory. But also the cat lady is gone. I wonder if she's coming back. Dear to you? I guess not. Let's go through the motions here. I don't think we're gonna find anything different, but might actually find a few other things, I guess. On where we go. Yes. Who will talk to? What do you want? Once you got the journal. Kamona Tong Thug had been threatening her. She asked me to protect her, but I couldn't make any commitments. But we also managed to wring a gift out of her before she just completely vanished, I guess. Hey. Yeah, Larogers. I think we've heard about you. Persuasion butter or training? Training. I don't remember too bad. I can't train you against rules. Oh. I'm not even sure what she would train me in, but okay. Do a little of this, a little of that. Civilization has brought peace and prosperity to all Tamriel. Imperial Cultism, Fort Pelagiad, the Thieves Guild, Balmora, Plutocrats. Get off the roads and head northwest into the Bitter Coast, or northeast into the Ashlanders, and things get a lot more interesting in a hurry. Well, we will have to experience that eventually. Let's see. We're money to be made looting the Dwarven ruins against the law, but where there's a profit to be made, folks turn a blind eye. Artifacts are often made of metal and heavy as hell. Unless you're a big brute, it's tough to carry away all the loot. We call it dissident priests, rebel against temple authority. The temple outlawed the dissident priests and persecutes them. Savant, women of wide learning and cosmopolitan tastes. Would converse on various topics with authority, and I'm whenever ready to defend her honor and the honor of my companions. A gentlewoman. Speechcraft, language and custom, and for a fee I offer training that will permit you to share. Okay, so not quite sure what we would have to be a member of for her to teach us though. Ooh. Hello, Roars. What do you think you're doing? Can't go away now. Right, fine, whatever. Guess this guy doesn't want us coming in his room. But I thought that was one of the people that the Catwoman was trying to like warn us against. I don't know if the Catwoman's coming back, but I guess we're gonna... What does the journal say, actually? Let me check. Upstairs has a magic belt and worships Maroon as Dagon. Did learn that about him. I'm not sure quite what the implication is there, but keep that in mind. Read the Pilgrim's Path and march to location. Mark the location to be tried on my map. Oh, there you go. I didn't even realize that had happened. I mean, have we marked it on the map? Is it on the world map, or perhaps somewhere else entirely? So let's be here, I guess. Let me check something. If I go up here, basically to the northwest of the edge of the fort, what is the map going to look like? Like gradually uncovering this? Not quite sure how the whole mapping thing actually works, but we're putting that to the test. I think it is actually getting partially uncovered now, so I'm not sure. Go back into the fort real quick, but first we clearly need to figure out what this thing is over here. Let's gonna make a quick save in case anything stupid happens with this creature here. Sick. Oh boy. Am I paralyzed? Well, this is why I saved. As you can, well, my long blade skill has increased. I'm not sure what this green shit is, but I guess he does paralyze me. And as soon as I get unparalyzed, he just spawns the thing again. So there we go. Take a few scrib. That was scrib jelly. Guess we're gonna take that. Yeah, sure hope nothing else bad happened to me. Oh, there we go. Right, time to turn on the old auto walk and slowly make our way back up the hill to the fort entrance. And steers, so what does this guy say if we talk? Move along. Well, what about the fort? He's originally arrived from Cyrodiil. Ebonheart. Okay, that's a different thing, I guess. Actually go in here. Yeah, I guess he's just kind of standing there, but he's not gonna stop us from going in or anything. Yeah, Imperial Archer. Here's the village of Pelagiad. Angoril of Volkelgard is the boss of Fort Pelagiad. Okay. Morrowind lore. 3 cultures live in Vardenfell and Amargashlanders. Settled House Dunmer and the Western Imperial colonists of all races. For Shegarad or out Molagamor way or inside the Ghost Fence, you need to worry about Corpus. Okay, yeah, we've heard about that. Can we get inside maybe? Pelagiad North Wall. I guess this is gonna be inside. Officer, move along. Are you gonna stop me from going this way? Nope, you're gonna encourage me to keep moving, as a matter of fact. What about these boxes back here? Let's take this money. And maybe this steel flame axe. Oh my god. For that. 24, but it's a one-handed axe. It's got a value of 125. I'm not sure how much of this I want. Really. Where my money is, yeah. Let's take the gold. Start with. Just gonna leave the axe here for now, though. Whoops.
Go ahead.
Like, up. You know, I see these banners and these graphics and my thief instincts kick in where I need to knock those things down. Could go upstairs, but before we do that, let's check out the perimeter. What do we got? baskets. More gold. And spoons. I think we'll leave the spoons. This isn't community watching of the room, so I can't imagine why we would need those. But if we keep going even higher up. Up the road to Pelagiad, okay, so we get all the way up to one of the watchtowers with one of the banners on it, I guess, but nothing else that way. It's gotta be the battlements that actually, yeah. Actually go along these things, so. Find out what it looks like on the indoor section there. This would be like the central part of the fort. Fort Pelagiad, or we could go on the ramparts on the other side. Hey guard, are you gonna yell at me if I try to steal your money from this box? The answer is no, he literally doesn't care even though we're right next to him. So, big rip to whoever actually put the money in the box in the first place, I guess. Alright, well, let's take a look inside and see what we learn. I'll tell you, even though this is like the most normal that I've felt this week as far as sleep schedules, I'm still feeling pretty sleepy right now, even though it's not even 7 yet. I need to stay awake, I must. Need to stay awake, even though I'm pretty sure that the longer I'm forcing myself to do that, the more incoherent my speech is going to become. But that's, you're a guard captain, you're not just a generic soldier, but you might as well be, I guess. Doesn't look like you got any unique options or anything. Shadback, Grabor, who are you? Engine compensation, guarding. Venture collected by the state, the compensation goes to the injured party or his kin. That may sound like a sweet deal. But folks who have enough money to pay such fines are almost always house lords, and house wars customs means the great house of the victim usually buys a writ with the Morag tongue to assassinate the murderer. Boy, first pay and then they get killed too. What does that mean? We'll read this again slowly, hold on. Kill an enemy, then pay the fine. Let's see. Punishment is typically fancy compensations, blah blah blah. Folks who have enough money to pay such fines are almost always house lords, and house wars customs means the great house of the victim usually buys a writ with the Morag tongue to assassinate the murderers, so people who kill people end up paying their fine and then they get killed anyway because like the victims get kind of paid out for them based on what I've just read. Let's see. Ordo Legionis. Let's see. This one's pretty short actually. Let's read this one with a little bit more care. Northernfell District. Local guardians of the temple and great houses Hlalu, Redran and Telvanni. 3 town garrisons which are Moonmoth, Bokmoth, and Fort Pelagiad. 5 legion garrisons. Okay, these are the 3 town garrisons. At full complement. Bokmoth Legion at Castle Ebenhard is an elite honor guard at full complement. The frontier installation is Fort Darius in Genesis. It is apparently under strength, which might be around the chance of actually joining the Legion, which I don't know if you would want to. Not sure what's up with the whole faction thing. Investment in the Imperial Legion should apply to the commander of the garrison, Darius. might not actually be a good choice for us because that's pretty much the bonuses that we got from our rule. I don't know if we're actually gonna end up going for that though. Long blade, spear, and blunt weapons. I don't know if we're gonna be able to master anything other than the long blade, honestly. But it's a nice sentiment. Not yet south wall. Outside back here, wooden door. Melbourne goes to Igfa. Bedroom where Igfa is lurking. Essence of the Nine. The healer and adept of the Imperial cult, but of her potions and other goods, can't do a number of spells. Which are all pretty expensive by the looks of things, and I don't think I can do any of it, so. But I want to join the Imperial cult that accepts all citizens of good character and earnest faith. Ask a one-time pledge of 50 drakes to aid in our good works. Thereafter, the only cost of membership comes when you use our health, healing, and blessing shrines. I'd rather I review the Imperial cult requirements and doctrines with you before you join. Requirements. Serve and glorify the 9 divines. You must cultivate a noble personality and a strong will. Respect magical arts. Especially the colleges of restoration, mysticism, and conjuration. Those who swear to avoid bloodshed. Take the field unarmored. Fight only with blunt weapons are especially praiseworthy. Knowledge of enchantments and the gift of diplomatic speech are other qualities we look for. Also, the divinity of the 9 divines: Akatosh, Dibella, Arcase, Herithar, Mara, Stendor, Kinareth, Julianus, and Tiber Septim. Goodness. Rules are quite simple. It's forbidden to attack another person of the Imperial cult and forbidden to kill another cult member. It is forbidden to steal from another member, whether by open theft or by covert pickpocketing. It's forbidden to trespass upon the private property of another member, private property being understood to be anything behind a locked door. Do we wish to join? Not at this time. I'm not even sure. We consider there is great strength and comfort in the souls of the 9. We need to join the Imperial cult to hear that dialogue. Oh god, we can get a lot of lore from this dude now, I guess. Akatosh, the Dragon of Time, is the chief deity of the 9 divines, who are those. Nidra, Akatosh, Dibella, Beauty, most popular god of the 9 divines in Cyrodiil. Nearly a dozen different cults, some devoted to women, some to artists and aesthetics, and others devoted to heroic constructions. Oh, there you go. Arcade, go to the cycle of life and death. Associated with burials and funeral rites, and is responsible for the progression of the seasons. Proponents of necromancy and all forms of the undead. Necromancers and vampires are widely confused in the public mind and persecuted, but in remote locations necromancers are usually free to pursue their studies without legal interference. Eternal, the bountiful earth, and source of mortal compassion and understanding. Let's get this read out again. Lost my place. Kinareth. Deity of the heavens, the winds, the elements, and the unseen spirits of the air. Patron of sailors and travelers, Kinareth is invoked for auspicious stars of birth and for good fortunes in daily life. And Julianus and the divine god hero Tiber Septim. Talos the Dragonborn, heir to the seat of Sundered Kings, is the greatest hero god of mankind and worshipped as a protector and patron of just rulership and civil society. What is health thing? Creature with weak health succumbs easily to disease or injury, where a creature with exceptional health can endure and survive deadly diseases and injuries. Common disease, light disease or corporate disease. You can get through the shrines or temples easily, but you need to get cured or people that want to talk. Light disease is more serious. Poisons and cures are hard to come by. Corpus can't be cured, and some say vampirism is a disease, but the only cure for a vampire is destroying it. Kill on sight or run on sight? Well, common disease is actually not just one. Rock joint, hell joint, whitbait, chills, scrippiginous dementia, green sport, dampworm, frost, chancre. I finish I know what chancre is. That's gross. Troops, artaxia, wither, swamp fever, collybubbles, brown rot, yellow rick, rattles. Boy, and each of these is a separate entry. Let's see. What else am I forgetting? Okay. These topics. Brown rot, mild common disease, trains the victim's strength and behaviors. I'm guessing that's gonna be like similar readout for all of this. Well, I guess we found a healer.
What's your story?
Is there anybody else to talk to in here? North Wall. And like the big cheese of the Mart's supposed to be in here somewhere. I thought it was gonna be somebody else. So, unless somehow one of the people that I already talked to was like the chief of court or what have you. Which would be more surprising than anything for other people. But let's see. That'll actually be the shortest stream that I've done in a bit, but let me see if I can go for at least a little longer. Oh, hey, Redbear. How's it going? Yeah, I'm like seriously succumbing to to losing coherency because of sleepiness, but let's see. So Jan suggested that if we want to follow up on the whole Brotherhood thing, apparently we need to go to Evenheart, but Evenheart is not our destination right now, so I don't know. Whatever this tea is, it mustn't have any freaking caffeine inside, because it's not helping. Did get a quality potion of feather as a gift from the Catwoman, but yeah, we told her that we could commit to protecting her or helping her out against something, because we didn't know her well enough yet, so I guess she just vanished into thin air. It was only after she vanished that we were able to get a gift from her. Let's see, what do the poor people here have to say? In particular, like who? Goriel is the fort of Boss Pelagia. I don't think we met that dude, but I don't really see where else we could have looked for him.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
I'm not talking to you, first of all. Who are you? It's another, what are certain people called again? Argonian? Yeah, I think it's Argonian. I think we've been introduced. I am Juvenile Lay. Acrobat. I'm a Salaran of the Temple of Molagmar. In Molagmar is the knowledgeable acrobat I know. I wish I can leap higher and jump farther, but she can talk acrobat talk better than any other acrobat I've ever met, so that might be a trainer or something. Rumors. Seemed the fuss about the Nervarine prophecy was just silly superstition that I learned about that the Doomer have been waiting for Lord Nervar to come back for centuries. Every few years an Ashlander appears and the tribes call him the Incarnate and the temple goes out and hunts him down and reveals a fake. Like we've heard that exact write-up before. Let's see. Deidre. Bad people. Second storyline and connoisseur of... What is it? Acrobat, okay. Easy to find out where the Thieves Guild members meet. Well, apparently it's in the sewers if you go by Thief Gold, but... To look around and talk to the right people, I guess we'll figure out later how that's gonna turn out. But for now, let's get back on the road. I swear at this point it's just like make a beeline for Balmora and see how far we go. I think we're even gonna get that far, that's the thing. Oh shit. Gotta make sure I've got the right thing selected. Hey, it's Faragos again. Except it's actually herbal degrees. At the end of the main street, the alternate occurs is some poison. I don't think we're gonna be able to. This dude. Trade. Commoner, yeah. This all seems kind of redundant. All things considered, so. Getting disoriented because of this whole situation. Well, let's see. Let's get back on the road, I guess. There's a bit much had a look at what it looks like over here in this village at Pelagia, and we didn't really get that much out of it. Wait. That's a good sign. Okay, hold on. Which way is the road, actually? Is this the road? It's the same road that I would have ended up in if I had, you know, actually followed the normal road to get here. I guess the answer is maybe. That's the normal road, which... No, that's the normal road over there, so... It's technically a little bit different. Okay. My freaking short-term memory is officially like completely incinerated. I have no way to confirm whether any of what I've said in the past is making sense, but well, any of what I'm currently saying is making sense, but it's already accounted for, so there will be some kind of a no, I don't believe it'll make a difference. Hold on. Another sealed strider? No, that's just another one of the mushrooms. They're gonna crop up a lot, aren't they? Actually, let me check something. As far as I'm aware, we haven't strayed from the path at all. As for the instructions, let's see. Like, your right continues north and swings northeast before it reaches a four-way intersection. What about more turns left, northwest, and descends into Foyala Mamaka, a deep volcanic ravine. Not quite sure what we're gonna be able to find there, but... or why the road would go. That's just so casually, but... turns left, and northwest, north, and swings northeast, and then turns northwest. Are we going the right way? I guess... we're gonna have to head down the path a little bit more before we... figure out where to turn. Maybe there will be at least one thing here that will be clearly signaled, or maybe not. I don't know, it looks like a sign to me. Goodness me. So we have Vivekar over there, Pelagius over there. It says right here that Balmora is just that way. I guess because Great Wines east. Hey, look, it's a person. Hope that finding this person is actually a good sign and not like a fight to the death. Oh, it's not attacking us, so...
Share your thoughts, friend. I enjoy the company.
Are you a human being? Have you seen a bandit nearby? Oh boy. I was just walking along this here. Minding my own business, suddenly a bandit jumped at me from behind. He was a dark elf, strong, dashing dark elf. Didn't harm me in any way, although he did take my jewels. He was quite gentle and he talked to me... he talked to me for what seemed forever. Oh, what jewels did you have? Maybe I'll find that bandit again. Charming and funny, and I simply want to see him again, oh boy. That was Onmar. And it will stay on my lips for eternity. You can find him for me. Right, sure. Let's just accept that. Guess we better just blindly accept quests whenever possible from this point on, so we don't miss out on them. Sure you'll be able to find him. He mentioned something about having to head north. I mean, he might be north in... he might be found in Pelagiad, even though I remember if that is north. Just came from Pelagiad, we're not gonna head back right away. If you find him, give him this glove for me. Okay, well. Guess we've been saddled with a bit more junk. Some Breton woman, so she doesn't seem suspicious according to our observations so far. I don't know if we met an Nellis Onmar in Pelagiad, but I guess we'll have to keep that in mind for later because... well, we're just moving right along, still going down the path here. Like that weird kind of creepy puzzle adventure game, The Path. It's like, yeah, stay on the path and everything's fine, but if you stray off the path, you're gonna get wrecked by scripted random encounters. Though I think I just contradicted myself. Hey, what have we got here? And why is not this part of the world like this part of the road actually, you know, revealing itself? That's what I want to know. Current door to Aden Moran. We're gonna get rushed immediately here. Apparently not immediately, but I don't quite trust this place. What if I go out? Okay, now something's happening. Now I'm actually able to discern a map. Okay, let's see where... guess we're gonna... okay. What direction are we pointing now? This is gonna lead me back to there, so... if I were to continue in a direction at this point, I would have to go in this direction. And by a direction, I just mean a place I haven't been before, necessarily. Now, let's see, are we gonna pass any more towns on the way to this thing as per our notation here? More Foya de Mamaka. More Moonmoth on the right. It give me a very clear idea of how much more I should try to wait, but okay. Let me see. I do believe I espy some kind of a signpost over there. Could it be? Oh, here I am still. Oh shoot, I'm losing all my friggin' motor functions with every passing second. Let's run. Can Molagmar, Balmora. This is what we're headed to, and Ghost Gate, and Balaji is back that way. So we just go this way. Just double back. That is where this sign is pointing, correct? One for Balmora and Ghost Gate. Okay. Which, if we look at the map, apparently no, we've got to the point where we kind of stopped mapping stuff, and I don't know why. That whole auto web thing. Another one of these monsters that apparently can paralyze you and leave you completely flaming badly. I'm not even able to pay that much for the fight. This thing actually does all, I wonder. I can totally put pockets, well, I guess we don't get to find out. So far pretty much everything I've done is just travel along the countryside path here in the rain. Left Pelagiad. I'm not sure where I'm going. Is this like the volcanic fissure that we read about? Maybe that's a little bit further ahead actually, but that would actually be an indication or serve as an indication that yes, we are in fact on the right track here. Way, maybe. Hold on, I do see a thing here that needs to be bopped to death. Allied armor skill is increasing though, so I have to assume that I'm doing something right. Okay. Even if I am losing a slightly inordinate percentage of health, pretty much everything else. Okay, I officially have no idea if I'm still going the right way or what. Hold on. Do we even read this sign? I feel like we didn't even. I just completely in blink all the time and I will most assuredly miss it mode. I'd like to at least get to another city before I call things. Let's see. Did you see a thing over here, right? Yes, I just hallucinated it, which is very much a real possibility. No, here we go. So, which way to Balmora? Apparently this way, so I was going the wrong way the entire time, I think. Not doing so very consciously, because that's the state we've gotten to. You know, I could have just gone on the Silt Strider, but where's the adventure in that? Okay, so this might be like the dormant volcanic ability or whatever the fuck it was. Thank goodness for those handy dandy road signs. Otherwise I would have been lost even a long time ago. So hold on. I don't know what this is actually. Shoot. Or where this is. I mean, bring this up, but apparently our brave protagonist has kind of neglected to continue mapping things out. Oh, hey, is that a city? There's no way this is Balmora, right? Wouldn't be this close. Wouldn't be like this next to. This might be a fort, actually, one of the forts we heard about. Alright, time to try and work out where the auto, I guess, auto match for walking button is for this game. Ooh. I probably should have seeded that sword quite a while ago. So what is this place in the end? This is Moonmoth Legion Fort. Balmora is further in that direction, so hold on a second. After we heard about Moonmoth Legion Fort. Oh, blah blah blah. Okay, so I guess the place with all like the barren rocks we just passed was the volcanic ravine. That's what I was a little confused about. Past Fort Moonmoth on the right and come to run away from the left. What am I saying? I like putting stuff in stuff. I'm reading stuff wrong because my freaking brain is super addled with sleepiness right now. I really need to bring this talk close. I think like reaching Fort Moonmoth might be the freaking milestone that I was looking for here. Come to an intersection with a signpost, head west towards Balmora. Okay, so we made it to Fort Moonmoth. What is left, really? Intersection with a signpost, to west towards Balmora, two small bridges. North, passing the Silt Strider port and entering the walls of Balmora. Alright, let's see if I can do like one final effort. And like keep myself conscious long enough to actually make it there. It doesn't seem like it's that much farther. Like, apparently I'm looking out towards the west if I look in that direction. So it can't be that far, surely. Let's see what you have to say. Hey, nameless guard captain. Do you have anything to say about this place? Berberine prophecy. Ever seen a successful adventurer who didn't carry a couple of divine intervention things? We've heard that before. Trick shrines, the bad deed rune. Are there any people with names in this area, I wonder? And we steal some shit from the boxes. Imperial broadsword. So yeah, if you don't have a weapon, just lift it from a box or something. Actually watching someone earlier today play the adventure game Paradigm. And I get the feeling that a little bit of the, you know, the protagonist's like Russian accent might have often. At least for a little while, and that might be coloring, that might be mixing with the, my super adult, tired brain right to like, make me, oh shit, there's a bunch of stuff in here. Because if you don't have a weapon, you come here, but I feel like that might be mixing with my super, tired adult brain right now, too. Some kind of weird vernacular, right? So you look like you have a name, and you look like you have a name too, and you. Who are you people?
May I
Arik,
help you?
Cherry. Yes, I don't believe I'd seen an Imperial with such a grand outfit in some time. What, the assassin's costume? I guess that probably would be some kind of actual sight. Let's see. Healer and Trooper of the Imperial Legion, can we? The heals? The Imperial Cult? Apparently not here. Go to Pelagiat for that. Fine. It's the Empire. The real civilization. Let's get some rumors. Nervarine prophecy. E5 at Fort Pelagiat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we established that. Apparently E5 is gonna be your only way of being recruited into the Imperial Cult.
If I ever see that elf, he's in so much trouble.
Okay, we got some people with stuff they want to say apparently. Hello Erla, what do you sell? Can I sell you some of my shit? Like, I don't know, apparel magic? Amulet, can I sell you some, like a vase? I should have like a meaningless vase, right? It would be Misk, I guess. Buy the vase? No, apparently he doesn't buy that item. Shit. So... I'm pretty sure I should be able to unload the base with somebody else if I don't just end up throwing it. Maybe I will just throw it away. Let's see. Anything, what about repair? Oh, I can repair some stuff like in Dork Souls, I guess, but I don't think we're gonna do that quite. I'm pretty sure we can, like, probably, like, pick up a fresh copy of this equipment from another one of those assassins if we are so inclined, so... I feel like it wouldn't be a big priority for me to do that. I'm not even sure what happens when the durability runs out anyway. Wondering if it'll be possible that the item just actually ends up vanishing right then and there, or if it's just like gonna be in a broken state like Dark Souls. I should never put that ice cube in my mouth. Whatever. Okay, so other than like the services, it doesn't look like these people have that much.
I take it you want something. Well, what is it?
Something different to say. What are you? Trader and Trooper of the Imperial Legion. Do you sell boost? I guess this guy also sells boost because he's got all these different boost topics. Weapons, armor, clothes, books. Body and spirit are protected as property and may not be used without permission of the owner, and yet public display of the living dead is widely prohibited, but necromancy itself is not really illegal. Well, that doesn't really make sense. Okay. What about the Nervarine prophecy? You have, well, same opinion as everyone else, it seems. There's a lot more people in here than I thought there would be. Hey, Aspis. Invited to become a lay member of the Imperial Cult? No kidding. We accept citizens of good character and earnest faith. One-time pledge of 50 drakes. Even heart. Okay, so what's the actual requirement here? Yet Fort Pelagiat. Okay, so we already got that inquiry and we didn't accept for now. Not entirely sure what the implications are. At Fort Pelagiat, Siloria, Ceruleus at Fort Buckmoth. Where is Vunis at Fort Moonmoth? Isn't this Fort Moonmoth? So Samoris, Vunis, whoever that is, might be a recruiter for that. Okay, Conesian in the Grand Council Chambers in Ebenheart, or Lalatia Varian in the Imperial Chapels, but let's see. Somewhere is Vunis. If we find anybody with that name, I guess he might be able to. Imperial Cult. Oh shit, what have we got? Here's my copy of For My Gods and Emperor. It's a handbook for members of the Imperial Cult. Keep it ready to help you decide. Okay, so like a free Oh yeah, we got a couple books in here from what's the number? Tier, conquest and accommodation. Oh boy. I'm not gonna be able to. Yes, but let's do a quick rundown here. Attic peoples, Herodalians. Oh boy. This region shifted from the elves to the humans. Okay. Wait, I wasn't trying to talk to you. Check out this big old book. About the Imperial cult, oh boy. Alt gods. What other gods are there, really? I'm sure we got this full, you know, spiel from What's-Her-Face and the other forts, so I think we'll go over all of that. Pilgrim's Path. This is the same thing that we already read about Tribune Service here. Did read that book over at the other place, last town we were in. Paragon. Who are you? Not the Carrion initiate of the Imperial cult. Well, there's so many people who have like the exact same face as fucking Farragut. It's actually kind of uncanny, but Igfa, Ebenheart. I think we don't want any of those products yet. Ooh, okay.
What was that?
Okay, so this guy can let us join the Imperial cult as well. Review, continue, I was gonna decline. Okay, so oh, shit, I don't know spells. Buy spells for those are kind of expensive. It's kind of reminding me of the prices in fucking Diablo 1. It's actually a bit of a pain trying to grind for anything in Diablo 1 because what are the whole shticks of Diablo 1? He said you don't have an unlimited amount of grinding like you would expect in like quote-unquote modern hack and slash. You can only grind so much before you literally run out of things to kill. You can't get any more. It's any more spoils from that, basically. You didn't talk to you yet? Rad Hardheart? Nope. Train me in anything? Nope. Apparently we need to be a member of something. So yeah, not an awful lot as far as potential quest lines that we were able to find from the Moonpath Fort. Hey, it stopped raining, but it's super foggy now, shit. Let's go this way. Let's quick save. Can we make it over to, you know, that city over there? Just past the fog. Let's see, color is that way, politely is that way, but Christ. Am I stuck in the geometry? Did I unwittingly go to my doom here? Oh, okay, hold on, I'm getting unstuck. I'm trying to get unstuck. Oh, jeez. I'm meeting with mixed results. Okay, there we go. Got unstuck. There's Balmora. Well, I'm pretty sure I did manage to save right before I did that, so I made a huge deal of. Somehow it turned out to be like a friggin' Dark Souls 1 Lost Isolith, that route close to the fire-breathing statues kind of situation, where it's really just fucking. If you slide into a certain part of the geometry, you're basically fucked because you can't escape. wonder if they fixed it in like the remastered version. I feel like I ran off into that too. Actually figure it out, but here we go, bridges. Oh, is that the place over there? Has to be, surely, because yeah, barely a Balmora. Well, the Balmora marked part of the map. So let's go ahead and check out this monolith over here, I guess. Balmora. Right, we officially made it to Balmora, I guess. Is that the sealed strider port? Yes, it has to be. So I'm guessing that if we head over there, we could have like quick transport back to Seyda Neen. Well, we managed to do it. We walked all the way over here. We caught like a couple of caves on the way, but I don't know, no kind of specific bounty or mission or any reason to actually be able to go there. There's a sealed strider. What about this banner? This means welcome. Genius design. It might be for this alphabet, all I know, but here we go. We officially made it to... Is that an Argonian? Have we ever seen one of these things before? Is that an Argonian? Cool. Welcome to Balmora. Council seat of House Halalu. Yeah, here we go. Council seat of Great House Halalu, and the largest town of Ardenfell except for Vivek City, located on the Odai River, sitting astride the Aldrun Vivek Road. Balmora is an important mercantile trade and travel center. My town is the administrative center. Oh boy. Getting like thief-like names. With the temple and manor houses, the shop, guilds, and trade houses of the commercial district are north of the river. Labor town's modest What's that say? Quarter clubs, okay. Homes are south of the river. Well, apparently we need to make it to one of those corner clubs too. I should have asked for rumors. Come back. Oh, there we go. Ooh, to talk some more. Join the Imperial cult in here. Out of town to the southeast in Fort Moonmouth. No, apparently to join the Imperial cult we need to go back to the fort. If you want to join, which we already declined a couple of times. How deeply all the Dark Elves resent the occupation, real powers behind the Halalu Council, Orvestrain and his Kamona Tong Syndicate. Those ancient resentments, they haven't a chance of challenging Imperial authority now, but if the stability of the Empire were threatened, the legions were recalled because of some problem with the Septim succession. Dren and the Tong might move openly to drive the Imperials out of Morrowind. So there's some kind of a weird sentiment going on. There's like resistance groups of like the Dark Elves versus the Imperials. I guess we've kind of managed to glean a bit of this whole thing going on right from the beginning of the game, though. It's like gradually coming more and more into focus. Gang war between the Thieves Guild and the Kamonatong. I guess the cat person did mention it. Flanders, New and Ardenfell do best in Balmora. Always Imperial through and through, you get a good mix of native Imperial people and services. Buy from merchants and traders who like you. Dunmers say that they hate necromancers. Vampires and all undead, but they guard their tombs with the ghosts and animated spirits of their ancestors. Let's see. I see some urns and stuffs here. Is there gonna be like random coins for me to steal out of these? Apparently not.
Until soft and the marshmallow. Be well, traveler.
Well, thanks for that. Yeah, but... Oh, hey, there's actually people up here. Hello.
Go ahead, Outlander.
Tedrin Renner? For House Halalu Town. Loyal citizens of the Empire. Also, seat of the Great House Halalu. Read that exact same write-up, I think. For more like ruthless nationalist types. Guess we'll find out. We need you to be essential what we have to do. They are clear the Kamana tongue, we don't like outlanders. Really runs House Lalu, not the House Council. Those posers do what Orvus Dren tells them. Tongue King. Brother of Duke Vedam Dren. A rightful, brave and loyal to his people in a rightful homeland. We can't really find out more about the other dude, though. What about the Nervarine prophecy? Do you guys have any other, Apparently we don't have any more insight on that. Hello, Drana Stratus. Yeah. Well, I don't know, it's pretty quiet right now, but not certainly larger than the other couple of towns that I've been to so far. Just like little hamlets. Council Club. Honora Council Club. So hold on a second. I don't know if we're gonna be doing this quite yet, but directions to Chaos Cascades. We're supposed to find somebody in here, let's see. Not attempt to read the documents in a package. Your tampering will be discovered and punished. Will be your superior. His residence is not known, but ask at the corner club called South Wall. Well, there will know where to find Chaos Cascades. Labrio Belianus. Okay, so what about what are we supposed to deliver? There it is, the package. So, hold a second. If I try to fuck around with the package. Okay, well. So, is that registered as opened now, I wonder, but just in case I'm gonna reload. Little save that I just did. I can, oh hey, I guess the fog kinda cleared up. It looks like I can actually see 3 feet in front of me now. Guess we can try to find this dude. Maybe that will be the real place where we end up for now, because it keeps going back and forth. I swear, like... My brain isn't really getting any less addled, but for some reason, like, the more I talk about it, it feels like this weird spells where it just stops being quite as, what do you call it, muddled, I don't know. What's this? Sultries. I never only I could eat some sultries. I just heard like a really sharp kind of thunder sound in the distance. It was like oddly muted for how sharp it sounded. Sorry for being late, just woke up. Hello, Chuck. Okay. I think I'm in the, I gotta be in the opposite camp from that in just a little bit. Right, Heather. Don't know if I can keep going much longer, but let's see. Didn't somebody, one of the people that we talked to back there tell us like what farmers were located? Let's see. Hey.
You want something? Well,
Now let's see.
what is it?
Can you get some Morrowind lore from build? 50% of Ardenfeld's inhabitants are Dunmer, the other half are the Redguard Breton. We can learn about the Nords. We Nords are big, strong, stubborn, and hardy. We love to fight and are afraid of nothing. Let's see. Town, temple, trade houses, labor towns, corner clubs are south of the river. Okay, so... I mean, where is the river? It looks like the river that there is goes like vertically through the town, so not sure what that means. Let's see. Maybe there's like a different break in the river that we haven't found yet. Let's look for that first, I guess. See, it looks to me like the river is gonna be this sort of canal in the middle. Hey, look at all these people. Carlos Athrin, citizens of the Empire. I don't really have any reason to believe that. It's not about this guy. Latest rumors that Alu and Talvani have been fighting over Odoran for years. No, this particular person has like this dude. It's only like two things to say to me compared to everybody else. Let's see.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
I already talked to you. More curious about this dude with the shield and the ostentatious armor. Apparently he seems to actually be trying to get somewhere. Oh, here comes another one. These like actual Dunmer guards, I can't tell. Officer of the Imperial Law. Don't steal, don't brawl, or start fights, don't kill except in self-defense if you're caught. Okay, so that's like a generic dialogue, but what about the tongue? Old criminal syndicate here in Morrowind. Everyone around here knows there's a gang war between the Thieves Guild and the Kamana Tongue in Balmora. They hang out at the corner club called the Council Club. It's across from the Silt Strider. Didn't see the Silt Strider coming in, so I guess what we could do is look for the Silt Strider port itself. Let's see. Maybe is there like more city down here? I'm not entirely clear on that. I do see some more baskets. Let's see. And a bigger. And more boxes with stuff inside that I guess is not nearly as valuable as I'm in the very back of my mind, constantly hoping that I will come across. But what are you gonna do? Let's see, where is the Silt Strider? There it is. So I must be forced to assume that this is the part of town that the Carter clubs would be in. This is the place that apparently is like a Tong headquarters, based on what we've seen or heard. What does it say? Council Club. Yeah, I guess this must be it. Let's drop in.
Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
What could possibly go wrong? Hello, fellas. Council seat of House Halalu. We're just a society of businessmen. We're Dunmer and we're proud. We're tired of seeing Morrowind run by outsiders who understand nothing about Morrowind. And we're tired of trying to explain this over and over again to ignorant outlanders. Say something like that. And the Kimono town doesn't like outlanders, thanks for asking. Morrowind was a great nation when the Empire was a bunch of savages running around in skins with clam shells tied to sticks. Make Morrowind great again. Wait, let's talk to some of these people. Anor Scran, publican of the Council Club, rent pets. Leaders barter. I mind my own business. Yeah, we can barter. I wonder if dude has anything different or anything decent. Does these guys sell in deal in the illegal shit? No, apparently he doesn't. No Moonsure and no enough whatever the other thing was. He doesn't have a lot of gold either, so probably ought to not fuck around in here too much, really.
Tell your friends about this place.
Yeah, not long ago.
I'll tell my friends about that place. That seems like exactly what they would want me to say. Salalu is one of the 3 Dunmer great houses. Go to the Empire, Imperial Law. Respect the old Dunmer ways, the ancestors, the temple, and all that crap, but times change and the Empire changes that with the time. So, pretty sure we heard at least about one other house. But of course I can't remember what the name of it is. Talvani? I think it was Talvani. I don't know what the third one would So that's like another one of the big ones. Medusa Sathriel. Morrowind lore. Sure, let's hear about that. Reader workers have okay, so offers to tell us and then tells us to fuck off with that. What about Loud? Tiny isolated fishing village in western Vardenfell in the Bitter Coast. Sealed Strider service. Well, apparently... Oh shit, that's a big, thick, meaty, bassy thunderclap right there, even though it was kind of muted. It's kind of weird. Apparently this person will tell us helpfully about the freaking like Sealed Strider service and that stuff. But won't tell us about Morrowind lore. But yeah, it looks like most of the people here are just kind of like the same thing. Kind of look in these boxes, alright. This spoiled potion? Nope, it's sure they... Oh shit. I'm kind of paranoid that that might actually prompt a reaction, so let's see. The brandy, it's... okay, it's not that heavy. So I guess I just went ahead and lifted some of that booze. Bottle. Nondescript bottle, I bet. Oh, egg. Honey. What is this again? Soltris. Oh, there's somebody else down here. Let's see.
Is there something you
Here.
need?
Well, not really, but we're still gonna have a quick conversation, methinks. Not the latest rumors. Some of us don't like Outlanders. I want to talk to them, so they have like the generic, like initiate dialogue kind of thing. But they're like, nope, I don't want to talk to you, Outlander. Get out of here. Even though I literally just told you that I like to talk. You should talk to me. It's I thought that was a door for a second. Let's have a quick look around and see if we can trail of Chaos Cascades. What's the place we're supposed to look for? Hold on. Destruction, Smisk. That's what we're looking for. Directions to Chaos Cascades. We're looking for a corner club called South Wall. Okay. Look for that. Lucky Lockup. Well, let's see. Can lock up again. So maybe it will already be marked in here. Let's find out. This house. One broker. Outfitter. Armorer. This house. All these buildings that we've been to, none of them are actually the place we're after for now. Kinda wondering what that means exactly, but hold on, let's go to the world map right now, so you can show me like the southern tip of Balmora. No, it doesn't. It's not like this world really is that big, realistically speaking. Goodness me. Hey, who are you?
Can I help you out?
Stargell, is that your name? Balmora, blah blah. What about you? Commoner. Citizens of the Empire. Dark Elves, the Occupation, the Loyal Council, the Tongue. Okay, so it doesn't look like this guy has anything different to say that not really heard. Let's just try to find this place. I feel like another one of my turns coming on. What's Haladu? Council seats. Let's not deal in politics yet. Hold on. Feeling another one of my turns coming on in which I stop being able to function entirely because I'm completely overtaken by sleepies, but we'll see. I'm gonna try to get as many of these buildings marked as possible. Fine clothier, alchemist.
What brings you here, friend?
Oh, nothing. I was just trying to walk around. What brings you here next? What is this passageway here? Presumably the same as the one upstairs. Okay. Ugh. Let's check over here. What is this place that's completely off to the north of the rest of the town? Dunmer Temple. There we go. Apparently no longer mapping stuff. That can be a bit problematic. The Razor Hole. Are these also corner clubs? These might also be corner clubs, for all I know. 8 plates. Yeah, they sound like corner club names. Probably nothing. Let's steal some pocket change from the boxes, as we always do. Eight plates, okay. Still looking for the South Wall Corner Club, or are we just moving? I don't know, I guess I'm just fucking around and trying to find this place, I suppose. Fighters Guild, Outdoor Armor, Mages Guild, and I'm just very meticulously checking each of these places, even though, oh, there we go. Some of them are in fact being marked. I guess I could like go across the river and actually the other side, the east. What was this place up here again? Let's see. What fitter? Let's see. I don't think we're gonna be able to get to the other side of the building through here, but maybe we are. Maybe this is actually some kind of secret, oh yeah, some secret shortcut.
Is there something I can do for you?
We couldn't possibly have predicted. Or dreamed about. Okay, let's go that way. Let's see if we can, like, I don't know, hit the boundaries of the town. We've accomplished that in a couple of different places, but not over here, not quite. But I want all this gold. That's worth much. Alright. Well, there we go. Found it. Just by going in the one direction that we hadn't quite thought of looking in yet, which was across the river on the east, but before we head inside, let's see what this place here. Okay, so that's just like a residence. Right, like, I feel like I'm really gonna run out of stuff here. Sooner than not, so let's take a quick peek in this place, I guess.
So let's hear it.
Right, so Sotilda, Cyrilda, whatever your name is, we're gonna make a save here. Let's have a look. Let's commemorate this occasion of actually trying to follow the plot by a separate save, though that won't be our main save, it'll just be like a Lamric thing. Well, Sugartooth. Sure, he's leaving now, but ask Bacola Clossius the owner. Okay. I guess we'll, what about the Thieves Guild? Look to Sugarlips. Is Sugarlips also here? Oh, Arathor. A little advice. If you're heading into the backcountry, capture or carry restore health. Now there's Sugarlips, right? Do you want the Thieves Guild? Looks like you may have some skill you want to join, or maybe you want to know what we're all about. Well, let's hear the rules. There is honor among thieves. Do not steal from a brother thief. Everyone else is a mark. Do not attack a brother thief. Do what you will to everyone else. If you have a price on your head, we have ways of taking care of it. If you break these rules, you must speak with one of the masterminds here in Vardenfell. No, we totally can't do it. Chum. Those that can take care of that, we can explain more to you about that later. How about these rules? Is honor among thieves? Okay, so that time that got marked on
Do for you.
the journal. I don't know, it doesn't that the first time you're prompted. But Ainreal, you're not the owner. Churanir, you're also not the owner. Only he stands there.
What do you want?
Let's get some little advice from everybody. Can't be a thing unwarranted, surely, but like that. Healer straight in Morrowind, you should talk to a deck Fable. Okay, whatever that is. But you. Tapius, Edric as citizens of the Empire. I think any of these people are giving me anything but different, but I did hear the owner's name, right? Bacola Clossius. Must be around here somewhere, so let's see if any of these people are him. I don't think that we saw that. It's not the bartender dude here. Fainreal. Let's come out. That guy? He's the owner, he must be around here somewhere. Nope. I mean, we can, but we get the same extremely vague amount of information as before, so check the upstairs, I guess. Are you the owner? Oh yeah, this is the owner. Publican of the South Wall. Not bad, and I have limited selection. Okay, so I'm looking for someone in particular, but this is the South Wall, that's all he says about that. None of the Hlalu councillors live in Velmora. Another vein at the council hall is the ranking Hlalu local. Fighters Guild. Ladies Fire Eye is the steward. Cassiril Vane is the Morak. Tong steward. General Temple Sugarlips is the local Thieves Guild boss. What am I missing? Mages Guild Ranisathar is the steward. Looks like there's representatives here. Let's ask about Chaos Cascades. Rents a little bit of musket just up the hill on the north edge of town. Go out the front door. Out the upper door to the terrace, then right up the stairs and left at the top of the stairs and down to the end of the street. Okay, right up the stairs, left at the top of the stairs and down to the end of the street. So we might as well follow up on that. Okay. They're moving north, yeah, I think tell from up. Are you Chaos Cascades? No, you're Dralska what? Dralska Arethi? South Wall. Sky River. Also the center of Balmora to the coast near Laoad. Right. Could this be the house we're looking for? Arrakai's Kase's house. Right, so... Didn't bother to put a shirt on to wait for us. Hello, Kayas. What do you mean you were told to report to Kayas Gazades? Just an old man with a skooma problem. Find out. You've been told to report to me and deliver a package. Perhaps you'll look at it? Sure. The Emperor wants me to make you a novice in the blades, and that means you'll be following my orders. I mean, sure, what choice do we have in the matter? Now you belong to the blades. Here are the Emperor's eyes and ears in the provinces. You can use my bed if you need to rest, but I'll leave my personal stuff alone unless I say otherwise. You can improve your modest skills with our blades trainers. Orders right away, but don't forget to visit the blades trainers. Keep for a fellow agent. Rithlin, Tearblade, and Nine Toes. And also people in Caldera and Aldron. And alone the scout can be found at a real straight house in Seyda Neen. Well, there you go, we've met one of those people. Rithlin lives 2 houses south upstairs. Tearblade lives 2 houses south downstairs. And Nine Toes. I guess we got all those informations in the journal. Let's see the rest of these. I shall note these in the journal too. Half timber and stone house north sits between the twin towers of the north gate and the governor's hall. Nightblade Gildan lives in Aldron, down Caldera. About the temple. Worship 3 god kings, Almalexia, Southasil, and Vivek, who are known together as a tribunal. You say that in English. This is a default way of saying it. I don't think so. But what kind of expert would I be? We usually just call it a temple, narrow-minded and superstitious, but I find a lot to admire, particularly the concern for the poor. What services do they have? Oh, that's not what I meant. Hold on. About this again. Jormur Horsemouth. Is it hot west of Aldron and along the scouts? You arrived in Seyda Neen by boat, and yes, I did indeed remember that, but let's go back up a little bit. I don't know, can we get orders? That's what we would have to do for the next thing right here. We go. Look it, here's 200 drakes. Get yourself a decent weapon or armor or a spell, and second thing, you need a cover identity. Freelance adventurer is a common profession. Sign on with the Fighters Guild or Mages Guild or Imperial Cult or Imperial Legion. But not all of them at once. Ranks gain skill and experience regarding your own. Look for freelance work or trouble. Okay, so he's telling me to do something else and then come back. Well, what about freelance work? Hunt monsters and sell their hides, collect ingredients for alchemists, prey on bandits and smugglers, search winds for loot. Their skills in conditioning and knowledge of Morrowind. Spend what you can on equipment, earn on equipment and training. Then come back a little less wet behind the ears. Okay. What if we talk about orders again? Talk to Hasfat. I mean, we got all this armor that we lifted from Assassin Dude. Hasfat Antipol is at the Balmora Fighters Guild, so one of the places we can join. Well, let's read this first. We can have. Asking what he knows about the Nerebarine secret cult and the 6th house secret cult. You have to do him a favor first. Then get the information from Antibolis and report back to me. Asfel is a student of Morrowind history. Okay. Short history of Morrowind is now in procession. And that's its little book is a good place to start. I have a copy here. You might also look for on Morrowind the Imperial Province. Well, let's see. As for Antibolis, he's a drill master of the Balmora Fighters Guild. Scholar and very interested in Dunmer or Dwemer. Ruins and artifacts. So it's not Dunmer, it's Duimer. I wonder what the difference would be. I'm noticing that like the suffix mer apparently has to do with elves, but I know there's like at least 3 different types of elves in this, because I guess that being a distinct classification would mean that there would have 6th house. Secret cult associated with some strange events recently, and more importantly, my informant thinks these recent disturbances are related in some way to the Nerevarine prophecies. Coming of the Nerevarine. Orphan and an outcast, a youth born on a certain day to uncertain parents will one day unite all the tribes of Dunmer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we've heard all this before. Incarnation of the long-dead Dunmer General and First Counselor Lord Indoril Nerevar. What about the Ashlanders? My mouse is like shaking. It's kind of freaky. See, they're savages, but most people are idiots. You know, they hate their settled Dunmer cousins almost as much as they hate Westerners. Tough to live in the Ashlands. What else have I forgot to ask about this dude? I guess not much, so we can ask about his orders again. Else, the Mages Guild, I guess we can ask about the different factions. I don't think we're going to be joining the Mages Guild, we just don't have the aptitude for that. There's Guild, Thieves Guild. Legion itself, I guess the cult, I think we probably will end up joining the Fighters Guild, wherever that is. The hiring and training of mercenaries, training goods and services are cheaper for members, and the guild stewards know where to find work. Have to start your service with Aedius Fire Eyes, the Balmora Guild Steward. Wonder where that person is. Perseus Mercius, the Aldron Guild Steward. I know Andros, but he only handles high ranking assignments. What about the league itself? Only one forward accepts recruits for Darius and Genesis. Yeah, that's also an option.
How are you?
I guess we can use the bed. Probably use the bed. Not to heal. There's technically a risk of another assassin cropping up, I guess, so I probably should have saved before that, but yeah. Guess we're gonna... Well, let me check the journal real quick, because this might actually be a good stopping point, because I guess what I would want to do next is get myself some kind of way to recruit myself into the Fighters Guild, but I'm not sure where we would look for that. Professional, blah blah blah, services, blah blah blah. Is Fire Eyes the Balmora Guild Steward? Gee, I feel like this might actually be a good place to leave so for now, because I feel like my next order of business before I actually go and fulfill this weird set of orders that we got would be to figure out how to get into the Fighters Guild, because I feel like that's gonna be my best bet at this point. Let's lift some more pocket change from these boxes on the street, I guess. Even though it adds up, it's just more money in our pockets. And yeah, I guess if you look at the map, we've pretty much mapped out the city, I think. Just like a fancier old version with different architecture of some of the other smaller towns that we've actually run into with the game. It's not that different. At least in terms of, I don't know, area? But it does contrast with, like, you know, the tiny village, like the one that you actually start the game in.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Nothing happened, Outlander, but yes, I think this might actually be the place where we end up for now. Let's see, I guess we can tab out for a second. And we can witness a couple things, such as this incredible, peaceful, rainy frame, which is the incredible, peaceful, rainy frame that was, you know,
Yes, Outlander, what do you want?
nothing. Literally just walked up to me there, but incredibly peaceful, rainy frame that was the, basically the place I'm in IRL a while ago. It's evidenced by the incredibly loud banging noises of the raindrops on the wind and the collapse. But yeah, we'll have to figure something out. But for now, I will make a save not only in the quick save, but also a separate new save to the imminent death slot. Let's do that. I don't even remember what post-vigilantism was about. I think it was after we killed the dude who had killed the tax collector. Yeah, I think that's what that one was about, but yes. Against all odds, I managed to defy my sleep tiredness addled brain and actually make it to Balmora and actually complete my first plot objective of sorts here. Really should like explore around a little bit more and like, I don't know, maybe try to loot more of those bandit caves. And I guess if we can like witness these two people in the background running up against each other here, maybe we can get a little better shot of that if we get close. Oops, no, but close made him get unstuck. That's kind of boring. But I'll go with saved, so I guess all that remains is to sign off for now, so let's quit Morrowind. Which, you know, surprisingly enough, I guess this might be because, I don't know why it is, because I'm pretty sure that I tried this before I was forced to restart the computer and it still worked, but like the first time I was trying to test out Morrowind before I started streaming it, basically it did work, but it didn't let me like exit out of the game without just force quitting it if I try to do it the normal way, just like I'd force quit it, but at least the saves work. And apparently that also magically fixed itself, just like Manhunt, so. And I don't know, Steam is a mysterious animal. Computers, especially mine, are mysterious animals as well. They are fickle, capricious creatures, but I think this was a particularly short stream, but I think that is going to bring us to the end of this. Let's go ahead and get a bit of a spoiler, potential spoiler for everything I'm going to be doing in the future with this song. But that is going to bring us to the end of the stream. Oh. It's honestly a pretty good, nice thing that I was able to stretch it this far. Tired I was because I was so ready to end it off like an hour ago. Brain just keeps like swinging back and forth like a pendulum, but as usual, if you would be kind enough to stick around for just a little bit longer, I think I'm gonna try reading somebody. But for now, I will do what I always do, which is I'll give a little bit of a spiel as to what I'm gonna be doing in the future, and then ending things off as usual. So let's see. Just thinking of whether I should stream, you know, a bit more, or should I go back to Paper Mario if I was there or for a little bit. But I'm pretty sure that if I were to go back to Paper Mario, I'd want to at least complete one chapter, which would take a little bit longer, so pretty much why I went for this game today, because it's a bit more variable. But if I do manage to squeeze in a stream on the weekend, which will either be early tomorrow or early Saturday, which either Saturday or Sunday actually be the more likely to occur. It would be earlier in the day, and it would probably be Paper Mario. I would actually have the time, energy for that at that point. Even with my wonky sleep cycle still getting adjusted, but yeah, I guess we can. Might happen at some point in the weekend, it's not guaranteed, but I will try to make it happen. But beyond that, we will be coming back to Paper Mario and probably not finishing it, but getting quite close to the end of the game next week, and of course playing more Morrowind as well next week. If I can, manage to get myself back into a regular sleep cycle that doesn't suck completely and maintain it, which might be a tall order, but we'll see, but yes. So that's the thing. I'm pretty sure that I know who I'm gonna raid, so do stick around for a bit longer if you would like to help me out with that, but for now you'll take it easy. Thank everybody for coming like always. Thanks for chatting, always great whenever people chat, and if you would be willing to stick around for just a few more minutes, I'm gonna throw a quick read at somebody that I've rated in the past, and that I will do want to read again right now. It is Game Tracks, who is playing one of my favorite series of all time, which is Castlevania, specifically Castlevania Order of Ecclesia, which is definitely one of the games that I have the most esteem for in that series as well. And I'm pretty sure he's close to the end of the game, so if you would be willing to stick around for the raid, that would be awesome. Don't really have a specific raid procedure. You can say what you want, you can say nothing, it's what you will. But yes, as I always say, you'll take it easy, etc, and I've laid out like the immediate roadmap, so I will see you later.